Right. Okay, maybe you should stream it East. I'm afraid like it's gonna be too like.
I'm afraid, East. I'm afraid.
Hold on, let me pull out the thing. And okay, there we go. Let me just make sure that everything's going nice and clean, nice and clear. All right. Fuck you.
What?
This is how we're starting this out.
Looks like
okay.
it.
All right, let's just pray that my internet.
By the way,
isn't
audience,
too
I want you to know this is not my idea. I didn't think
we didn't even get enough time to like let Trisket even process what he just watched.
Yeah, just kind of like, hey.
Well, I mean, it's a good movie. The killer's fucking great, and this video is already wrong. we're not even a second into it, and it's
this...
already shit.
Hey, don't say it.
The video, not the movie. The movie's great. Watch The Killer, or I will kill you.
I said don't say it.
Watch David Fincher's The Killer, and also watch John Woo's The Killer, and also watch Chua Jae-hoon's The Killer. Chua Jae-hoon's The Killer. And also you should also watch Robert Siodmak's The Killers rather.
Frankly, I thought you'd have even more East.
East, do I need to send Michael Fassbender after you?
No, please. Yes, actually, I'd love to get his autograph. Ask him why he was Magneto for so long. I really liked him in First Class, but why did you keep coming back?
I am recording.
I'm out of the bit. The bit is over. Can we find?
Yeah, I am recording. Oh, speaking of welcome to Confetti.
Confetti?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to
it's
be
very impromptu. It's a fucking Sunday. But hey, it's whatever. Let's do this.
And
Let's fucking come all over this guy. And all 144 pixels of him.
I forgot to put on my proper PFP. Whatever.
Well, then you don't need it.
It's like Photoshop it onto me. I need that publicity.
I'll ask someone else to do it.
I'm just playing. You don't have to go through all that trouble. Anyways, let's just dive knee deep into this shit storm, shall we?
Yep. Link.
Do we want to tell people what the gimmick of this guy's reviews is? By the way, before we.
All right. So the channel name is That's Retarded, and basically he basically breaks down why different movies are retarded, well, using a retarded voice. Yeah.
He breaks down while having downs.
You're fucking with me. No,
nailed
this
it.
isn't real.
Nailed it.
You're fucking with me.
No, it's real.
You'll see. In about like 5 seconds. Let's start
I
this
see
up.
the profile picture in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
No!
There it is. That's retarded.
All right, let's.
Good luck censoring this episode.
This movie is not what you expect, especially if you are expecting good Fincher movie. Do you expect elevated tension with nerve-wracking atmosphere? Not quite. Do you expect carefully crafted characters displaying nuanced blend of depth, realism and psychological complexity? Do you expect raw, intense, swift action? Nope. Do you expect well-considered themes and intriguing story? Not exactly.
This is why I use Watch Together, because I already have shit to say.
My bad.
I don't
Scroll down.
expect action from David Fincher movies typically.
But like deep, nuanced characters with like psychological thriller elements or whatever the fuck he said. Like,
Or he's gonna
Did
get
you
into
not
his
watch the
reasons
movie?
soon, and trust me, they are definitely not deserving of his name. Wink, wink.
Color grading. The movie's main characters follow simple code,
Stick to your plan.
except when he goes on emotionally driven revenge spree.
Anticipate. Don't improvise.
Except when he doesn't anticipate this and shoots her on the spot.
Trust no one.
Except when he trusts Crypto Bro that he's telling the truth.
Never yield an advantage.
Jesus
Except
Christ!
when he doesn't check for alarms.
Fight only the battle you're
Let me
paid to
finish.
fight.
Except when he goes on his own revenge.
Forbid empathy.
Except when he empathizes with his girlfriend's brother. He does
Okay, I think we all know what just went wrong there.
There was a lot! A lot went wrong! This is why we need watch together! We could have
yeah,
addressed everything he said point by point. It's almost like he's a deep character that doesn't actually believe in the shit that he's saying or something.
Yeah, it's almost like you missed the fucking point. And
Yeah,
that the whole point of the movie is that he starts questioning all his values. And also the facade starts to break.
furthermore, like not
Especially
only
because everything has become more personal at this point. He's in untreaded waters. He's never had to being hunted before, and now his girlfriend's in the fucking hospital because of him. He's not mentally disciplined as he usually is.
yeah, exactly.
Everything has suddenly become more personal. He no longer has the facade of being a killer that he normally has.
Exactly. And furthermore, even if we just completely disregard everything that you said being the point of the goddamn movie, like, there's still just the very, very simple fact that principle and practice are two different things.
Yeah.
Like, you should practice your principles, but, like, that shit's hard, man.
You see how much it takes for him. Like, we spend like 20 whole minutes, like, for the first part of the movie with him. So when he has to do like this impromptu revenge mission, like, he's like kind of winging it almost.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's way out of his fucking
And-
depth. I mean, he still does his
He's
job
almost
well.
like trying to repeat like his doctrine in his mind to just reassure him, but it doesn't work.
Exactly. Like, this is his version of the Lord's Prayer. It's like, I need comfort, I need guidance, I need help, but, you know, he doesn't follow like a religion or creed. Like, it's his mantra. It's his form of meditation. Right. And it's really actually pragmatic rules to live by, if we want to be honest.
Right. All right. Ish, you got anything to say?
Nope, that was all very. There was all very good and accurate. I don't really know what I could say that would add to it, except other than I don't think this guy understands how nuance works.
Nah, he doesn't.
That's it.
All right.
I mean, his
So-
name is that's retarded. So, you know, give him a
Maybe
break.
this was all
All
on
right.
purpose.
He's living up to the name.
He is disabled. Okay. He can't fully comprehend things.
I don't give a shit.
All he knows is breakfast.
Listen, this. I'm just saying, some motherfuckers are real keen on proving Hitler right.
Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
That's why he's
Just
retarded.
the other day, I wanted to bring back book burnings.
I want to bring back YouTube video burnings.
What?
Can I introduce that? Can we have a YouTube burning?
Well, you can download a video and burn it onto a CD.
You wouldn't download a car.
Yes, I would. It would
If I had
have
the chance.
it would have saved me like tens of thousands of dollars. I absolutely fucking would.
Isn't that just what Kit from Knight Rider was? It was just a car that downloaded everything. Somebody hit play on the video.
All right.
This isn't to watch
just
together.
tell me
We
when to
can't.
I know. Freddy!
Just told me when to
couple of
pause.
retarded things, but overall he's
Pause.
not interesting or captivating. All the good things you feel about his character comes from the Fassbender's performance and not the writing. Fassbender is great, you know, even though he doesn't finger himself.
I'll do the
All right.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's right. There's nothing there. It's all just Michael Fassbender. There's no writing.
I hate
That's-
that he's reminded me of Alien Covenant.
That's impossible. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't have a movie without writing. Even the worst movies still have writing. It's just shit.
Why didn't you just like kill me some other time? Like curious for conversation. No, that's not the reason why. That shit has nothing to do with Fassbender's character. That's a whole exchange between two different characters, and it's all from the dialogue. So I could probably bring up a million fucking examples, but let's just keep going if you don't mind.
I don't know if you can
Yes.
bring up a million
Let's
examples.
let's-
The movie's not even a million seconds long.
You know what I fucking mean, you piece of shit.
Let's fucking.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, back over the top, boys.
Over the top, lads.
Supporting characters, again, great physical performance and acting performance, but Fincher doesn't give them any space and they are just wasted. Also,
They get
This is why I
entire
said no.
scenes. They get their whole little vignettes to do the thing that they're supposed to do.
Yeah, like they.
Like
This
Tilda
is why-
Swinton's scene is literally just a long monologue for her, and you learn a lot about her through that. You
This
learn
is
how
why
she
I randomly
thinks. You
said
learn what
no
she
to this.
values. You learn that she even has that line where like it's like I see you sitting there, and I wish that I and I'm starting to wish that I had Haagen-Dazs with every single meal.
And
It's like-
honestly, because of that that little speech that she has, you learn a lot about Fassbender's character.
Yeah, yeah,
there's a-
tangentially.
It's one of those. It's amazing how many things can come out when you pay attention.
Right? And
Oh, no, it's just Fassbender
It's
acts like literally me. So,
buddy.
like, that means there's no writing whatsoever.
a good actor having a short role does not mean that they are wasted. This isn't The Dead Don't Die. Like
Fuck that movie.
This is why I
Like-
just randomly said out of nowhere during the Tilda Swinton scene, just no space for acting, because that shit was like just great, and this dude says there's no space for acting for some reason.
Yeah.
Hey, was Alec Guinness wasted in Lawrence of Arabia?
Well, he had no space for acting, you see.
He only has 2 scenes, so yeah, obviously he has no space for acting.
We're fucking
It's totally not like I think about his scenes every day.
No, that's not Ice Cube. Sam Jackson. What the fuck's wrong with me? We're Sam.
Ice Cube.
How do you confuse? You fucking.
That's why I said what the fuck's
Claims
wrong
me.
with me. Anyway, we're not Ice Cube and The Rock Johnson. Were they wasted in the other guys, or were they used to the potential that they were needed?
Say that again. I was thinking of Straight Outta Compton lyrics.
Sam Jackson and the Rock Johnson. They're in the other guys for what, a scene?
Yeah, like
Like,
they
are
have the first like maybe 8 minutes of the movie.
Exactly.
And
Are they
they're
wasted in that?
probably the funniest thing in it.
Yeah. Are they wasted in that, or are they used appropriately? Like,
No, they're used very appropriately.
Exactly,
Like, there is a point and purpose to them being there, and then like that informs the rest of the film. Like the film happens because of their involvement in it.
exactly. Like, and
Unlike
just
brown
because
faced
something-
Obi-Wan.
just because something is brief and could be bigger does not mean that it is wasted. All right. The cum is the most important part of the sex, but it's also the shortest part.
Fuck.
No, that's the whole thing, Betty. I would say that introducing yourself is probably the most important part of sex. Unless it's the Eyes Wide Shut club that you're going to, in which case, no, that's fine. You don't need that part.
Well, I was gonna say, like, sex isn't always consensual. It should be, but it
Okay.
isn't always. Sometimes it's a bit of a surprise.
Careful with those jokes. There's a Quaker among us.
It's still
This
like an
is-
introduction. It's just a very cut to the chase introduction, I guess.
I suppose so. Um,
I feel fucking horrible
Hi,
saying
I'm
that.
a rapist.
this is all kinds of haram.
Hi, I'm a rapist. Would you bend over,
Absolutely
please?
haram.
Could you imagine getting asked to be raped? It's like, well, at that point, is it like if you say yes, does he just go, ah, damn it, you consented, and then he leaves? Like, is that what happens?
He's the disappointed rapist. Like,
Anyway, play the fucking video.
it's just like the end of Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
So they are pretty fucking stupid. But I will go over that in the breakdown. The story
That's
doesn't
such a
rock
cool
you.
kill.
There isn't really any peak. The ending isn't a boom. It's more like a faded fart.
I'm still not.
What?
Look, I edited a fart
For people, right?
into the scene.
Oh my god.
Aren't I
that's-
funny?
Oh yeah, by the way, it's worth pointing out, in case I forget, later he uses multiple clips and references to No Country for Old Men. Film that kind of just ends abruptly.
Yeah, wait. No Country for Old Men? You mean that movie that stops?
Yeah, that one.
No,
It doesn't end, it stops.
yeah,
Yeah,
that movie
I would
ends
never
where most
describe No
movies would
Country
have a
for Old
second
Men's
act low
ending as
point.
like,
Okay, now you need to each go one at a time so we can hear what either of you said.
No.
alright, I just flipped a coin, it landed on heads, I picked heads, so I go first.
Okay, Fetty, go.
Yeah, I would never call No Country for Old Men's ending like a faded fart. Like, no, it's very
It's a-
much like satisfying, even if it just ends like right there, stops. Like, there's no
It-
argument there, but it's still like a good ending.
It is,
Yeah,
yes.
The killer. In fact, the killer has even more resolution to it.
As a
He's
matter of
killing
fact, it
everybody that-
does.
He's gone after everybody that he had to go through, and now
He-
he's settled down, but he's still, a little wanting to kill, because that's what he's been doing his whole life, and that's what he had given up. Not given up will, but despite his will, he still went after his job anyways.
Hmm.
And now being deprived of that, you see him in the last second, kind of just twitching.
Yep.
So if that's not a good ending, if that's a wet fart of an ending, then like, dude. But yeah,
Oh, I
also,
hate it. I hate when movies end with characters having accomplished their goals.
Right. But
Exactly.
also, there's the climax doesn't mean big bombastic fight scene at the end. Climax means emotional high point of the story.
Yeah, what's the
Oh,
climax
wait.
of Full Metal Jacket?
It's when he shoots a fucking lady in the face.
Yes. Wow, such bombast.
And
Just like
oh, go
two
ahead.
dudes arguing, and then a single gunshot, and just one execution. That's the entire fucking climax of Full Metal Jacket.
Well, the good, bad, ugly.
Yeah, and
It's pretty low scale climax there.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's pretty low scale.
yeah, the
Some
Those
small stakes.
fucking-
Is that a bad ending?
Wait, what? Okay, first of all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Calling that like a like fucking low profile ending is just no.
I didn't say low
You're fucking-
profile. I said
that's not-
small scale.
Small scale.
Like it is
It's a
important to the
small scale
people who are
story,
there.
but it's
It-
not like. I wouldn't put it like in the same boat as the ending to fucking No Country or Full Metal Jacket or The Killer.
Well, no, because it's a western, and Full Metal Jacket's a
No,
war movie.
because Full Metal Jacket ends with like an execution out of a mercy killing. The Killer ends with
Does good,
know,
bad, and the ugly not end with an execution?
well, no, it's still a duel, and it's a very tense build-up.
Just like the killer.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the score that plays. It's just maybe it's diluting my mind a bit. Like
Just like the killer. The killer has an intense build up. and then it's just some guy.
We're not comparing the climax of The Killer to the climax of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. We're not doing that. Okay.
No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is explaining how it has a build up and then a payoff.
Okay.
It's just a different kind of payoff.
I like how Smeagol's just eagerly awaiting what you guys are saying.
Smeagol's facial expression is Trisket right now as he listens to this.
I mean, we do have similar
Listening to
facial
me,
proportions.
Mama.
Look at us. We're the same thing.
We are the same.
Yes. Yes, we are the same. Alright, you can hit play.
All right.
Right?
All right,
Everyone
real
went
quick.
to-
Crap.
Oh no!
All right,
Now
sorry,
we can see
real
you're
quick.
using YouTube.
Did you?
7. Oh, I just wanted to say he brings up 7 at the beginning of the fucking video.
Oh yeah, he brings up 7.
That film ends like 3 minutes after the climax.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
The first week of film school will tell you that people remember the peak in the story, the low point or action sequence, and they will remember the end. This fails on every level. Before I go on a breakdown, I should say a couple of good things about Finch.
Pause.
You
I don't
can
understand.
Never remember anything. You can never remember anything from any other part of the movie. It's got to be the climax or the end.
What's with the stigma lately with of YouTubers and people who actually went to film school? By the way,
Right.
has anybody seen that? Like the fucking Star Wars theory
Yeah, I saw that.
rant where he talks about like how Andor is great if you
Oh, yeah.
went to film school and like to eat your
French.
cheese with your French hat and talk about the Renaissance and how good everything was back in the old days. It's like so I guess studying film is bad and you should just consume content.
You know what's fucking funny? I like eating cheese, so I eat cheese. I have a funny hat.
I like French hats.
Yeah, I do twiddle my mustache. It does actually curve upward. Look at me. You can see it in my profile pic.
And in fact, I like talking about the old days and the Renaissance.
Yeah, so exactly, and I do twiddle my mustache to keep it in shape. So I felt very specifically called out. I was like, "The fuck? Have we met?" Like,
I haven't watched Andor though, so
I'm not.
I don't fit into
interested.
that.
I like Andor.
but still,
I
it
need
was
to
just
finish it.
aside from it being about Andor specifically, that was such an oddly specific thing. I was like, I feel like I feel like I'm being very, very specifically referenced here.
But you haven't been to film school.
Correct. I have not. I do have friends who did, though.
Oh, you did? Who?
You and another one, and probably a couple others.
Yeah, and guess what? Me and all of those couple of others are scum of the earth who can't enjoy anything unless it's super pretentious.
I bet you guys all have French hats.
Don't you
like
love
just own them
GMK?
and you're wearing it currently. Yeah, East, you're definitely wearing a French hat right now, aren't you?
I am, yes. I am wearing my I don't know what it's called. But yeah. I'm
Your
wearing my
creme
French
de
hat.
corps.
And I am nibbling on a petit fromage.
Je m'appelle mon ami. I love Andor.
Je m'appelle Andor lover.
So East hates the French. Also, East is very French when it comes to enjoying movies. There is nothing we can do.
Hey, I consider the best like era of film to be the 50s to 70s in France. That's where it's at. But other than that, fuck the French. They can
All right.
they can make films, but they can't bathe. What's up with that?
Can you send someone to in my direction to quite literally fuck the French, or is that not a thing?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me get the French fuck delivery system running.
It's too late. It's already like backed up.
I call it-
People are always fucking.
I call it Hordash.
Ugh.
This is a long tangent.
Yeah.
It started out as, hey, isn't it weird that people who don't know anything about film hate people who went to film school? And now it's Hordash.
I am aware. Fetty, do the thing.
Good thing.
Possibly homosexual. Let's investigate further.
No, press play on the video, you dunce.
To be fair, this guy might be a homosexual, but like spelled phonetically because he's retarded.
Right, you have to spell it H. Wait, how do you phonetically spell homosexual?
Oh, H.
Is it just a K and an S in the middle?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I've actually seen people fucking do this. It's really funny. HOMOSEKSHUL.
Nice.
It's pretty bad.
Homosexual.
He's one of them homosexuals.
Was the opening of Mean Girls? When the kids talking about how God made guns so man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen. When are we watching Mean Girls for the channel?
Constructed the Remington bolt action rifle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, play the film.
He is master of crafting tension. This scene, I still remember the feeling of unease. I was so uncomfortably scared.
Pause.
And it's just Jake going.
This scene was cut from Zodiac. This is only available in the director's cut. So clearly it wasn't even, it's not up to code for what Fincher wanted to be in the film, and then he added it in later. So it doesn't add anything to the story. The scene in Zodiac is pointless. I'll say it. I know a lot of people like it. It doesn't fucking matter if it's in there or not. It's a completely worthless 5 additional minutes of screen time that is basically just a short film about a guy going down into a basement and then getting scared and leaving. There's nothing about this scene that adds anything to the story.
Okay.
So thank you, Guy, for citing a completely irrelevant scene to the plot of the movie that it inhabits to make your point.
But I remember it because it's emotional and tense.
I wouldn't call it emotional. It's slightly tense.
But
Like,
it's
it's a good
emotional
scene.
and tense.
Like, it's a good scene, but, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, the guy's acting like a creep for no reason, because he's not the Zodiac Killer, nor is he a murderer of any kind. But he's like, I keep all my stuff down in the basement. And then Jake Gyllenhaal's like, not many people in California have basements. And then this guy goes, I do. And it's like, why did you say it like that?
Oh, run me down to watch the director's cut.
There's other good stuff in the director's cut, but yeah, this one scene is just like it bugs me. Anyway.
Some guy's basement. It's fantastic. And of course the scenes to which we
Oh
all
no.
jerk off
Oh
to.
Jesus.
No! That scene's great.
This shit fucked me up.
Why would you do this?
Most horrific scene. I wonder if you can think of a scene that is more fucked up than this. In The Killer, there is none of this.
I can think of pause
Um.
the entire movie. Old Boy. Resume.
Yeah.
Or
Like there's
I Saw the Devil. There's plenty of scenes that are like more fucked up than the openings than the stabbing towards the beginning of Zodiac. Which, by the way, Fetty mentioned that he hasn't seen Zodiac, so he's getting spoiled on a bunch of really. It sounds like I'm dunking on Zodiac, but I'm not. I just wish you thought a better example.
Oh, another one that I would hazard a guess is a bit more disturbing than that stabbing. The rape scene and the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, for sure. There's plenty of scenes like the ending of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is harrowing and disturbing.
Does this motherfucker watch Come and See?
Right?
I already mentioned I Saw the Devil as well. Like that's probably one of the most disturbing movies I've ever watched.
I've seen clips from a Serbian film. That movie's upsetting.
Yeah, but like I don't count Serbian film because it's just made to be gross. I like a Serbian film. There's a lot of good there's a lot of interesting like conversation starters in it, and that's literally all it's there for. It's just like, hey, isn't it cool how the Serbian government rapes you? And it's like, oh yeah.
I kind of gathered that. I haven't seen it in full, but I gathered that from what I have seen.
Yeah, it's ultimately the film is about taxes.
What?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god.
Fucking Serbians.
Taxation is rape. You heard it here first, kids.
Okay.
Oh, we are Americans, are we not?
Yes. Are we not Serbs? I mean
Nope.
Americans.
No taxation without representation.
There's been a lot of rape jokes in this episode.
Yeah.
Listen. I've been edging for a month. I gotta get it out somehow.
Jesus Christ.
Godzilla level.
Speaking of, I'm probably gonna rewatch that later tonight. in
Godzilla's
IMAX.
atomic breath? That's my dick. And the people of Japan don't want it. But they're gonna get it anyway.
He's putting his breath in that building. Oh no!
Godzilla's Southpaw and Japan is a 15-year-old girl.
Oh Jesus, man!
Alright, shit, he's gonna be mad at me if he watches this. Anyways.
I'm sure Triscuit's gonna cut that part out. But like just
don't-
that and
I don't
not the
count on
rest
it,
of this conversation, so there's just a weird hole there. And no
I
one knows what we're
I
talking-
don't cut these.
Hell yeah.
Just like center this entire section then.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
I'll
lot of
clip it.
screaming. There's gonna be a lot of screaming.
I'll clip it and send it with my alt account so he still doesn't know that it's me.
You're
Alright.
fucking awful.
That's what I'll say! Anyway, let's get back to watching Billy Madison. I mean, the retard talk about the killer.
That sounds good.
Can think of a scene that is more fucked up than this. In The Killer, there is none of those things. It's not like this movie was made by AI. It's more like Fincher fan was trying to emulate his
This
movie.
video was made with AI.
First,
I'd say it has a unique enough style.
He's got an AI generated voice. Which sounds fucked up and not human.
20 minutes of this movie, whew, excellent, man. Guy who doesn't give a fuck doing his job killing people. Unfortunately, he spends the rest of the movie giving fuck.
Fuck.
A couple of retarded things. He has his inner...
Almost
Yeah,
like
that's
point.
how that's how it works. That's the point. Like
Don't
You
make
never-
me grab
what?
my fucking kukri. I will stab a bitch.
allow me to introduce you to a character named Zod the Immortal from Berserk. I'm not gonna dwell on that though because people should just go read Berserk.
Yes.
Or Roland of Gilead from the Dark Tower. Again, I'm not gonna talk about him much because people need to just go read the Dark Tower.
I haven't read it yet, but yes.
But yeah, there are examples. There are many examples of characters who start out one way. In this case, cold, unfeeling, remorseless killer, and then they become another way over the course of story through experiences
Yeah.
and challenges and having And we used to have a word for that. I don't remember what it was. I think it was
like a
called
character square or something.
I thought an arch or something.
No.
but,
That's what Noah did to carry the animals.
He put them in his arch.
Yeah.
No, that was a pouch.
Oh.
Anyway.
yeah, it was a big fucking pouch too.
It was a giant ass kangaroo. That's what people
No,
know.
Noah was just a kangaroo. The god made kangaroos so that everyone.
You
else
never
could
heard the
live.
story of Noah's fanny pack? The point I'm making here is that characters change,
really?
just like people change.
Yeah.
and it's not a bad thing when that happens.
This dude uses 7 at the beginning of the video. How
Again,
does he not understand this?
dude
I mean-
uses 7 as an example of nuanced character writing.
I mean, Hitler changed from an art student to a fucking dictator. Like,
Yeah,
I'd
Hitler
say
had
it's a
Hitler
bad
had
thing.
his Anakin arc.
Did he have his Darth Vader arc though? No, because he was too much of a fucking drugged out virgin with messed up testicles to have a fucking son to care about.
He was not a virgin. He had a wife.
But yeah,
I would like to point out, by the way, that Adolf Hitler waged war on humanity for 6 years.
yes, and then he killed
and
himself.
then
after the Day of
married
Marriage.
Ada Brown in his bunker and shot himself in the head the
Ava.
next day. Ava, that's what I said. Fuck it.
No, you said Ada.
Whatever. And that just goes to show you that marriage is hard.
Yeah, we've all heard the joke.
Yeah.
Ava, day 1.
Yes.
Alright, anyways.
Fuck. A couple of retarded things. He has his inner monologue. Few people exploited the many. Make sure you are the few. Okay. He now considers himself the few, right? The guy who hired him is the few, rich asshole. And he is here to kill another rich asshole who belongs to the few. So the few hire the few to kill the few. Few. Don't think about
But
I
he's
did
not
not
one of the
watch the
few. He's
ending.
one of the many.
He literally mentions this at the end of the film. He was just in the mindset of thinking that he was the few.
The proud.
Just
And then at the end, he
didn't-
realized that
just
he's just
didn't
being
pay
exploited
attention.
for other people's gain.
He just didn't pay attention. Fuck me.
He was on his phone, or he was talking to one of his other retard friends
Motherfucker,
and
I-
struggling to hear what he was saying because he can't fucking
Like with the
understand
fidget
them.
spinner or some shit.
You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
I could actually be on my phone and still come away with a better understanding of this film than this guy has.
No. You know what? No. This guy doesn't play with a fidget spinner. This guy's got a fucking fidget cube. That's what he's got. He
Also,
needs. That's how retarded he is. He needs
also, I
that
had to
much
watch
stimuli.
I had to watch a good portion of this preparing to go to and being at work today, meaning that I actually was on my phone while watching this movie. So, haha, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Remember that time that Fetty watched Taxi Driver on his phone when it was the first time he'd seen the movie?
Holy, you don't even remember that. You learned that like 2 weeks ago.
No,
It also
that's not
already
true.
outed me.
I knew that. I knew that beforehand.
This is a year ago. It's
Yeah.
not me anymore.
Yeah, well, too bad. I see. Here's the thing, Fetty.
Hold on,
Fetty.
I've
People
representation
don't
of
change.
Oh, right. Okay. Anyways,
Christ.
grab my phone. I'm going to stream everything on here. And then we're going to rewatch Shawshank Redemption on the phone as well.
Oh yeah, I love watching Shawshank Redemption on a
Oh.
cellular phone. Can't watch a
Fucking
movie on
Over a
your
long distance call, no less.
What the hell is a long distance call?
That's a thing that people used to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm from that time.
Yeah, I know. How does it feel to be old?
Feels great. How does it feel to watch all your favorite franchises go down in flames? Feels great.
I could hear the tears in your voice.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up? I found out
What?
today that at a convention not too long ago, some company had some games set up, one with mouse and keyboard, one with controller, and nobody used the mouse and keyboard setup, so they went out and grabbed another controller, and like something like a third of all the children that came up and wanted to demo the game pushed the controller aside and tried to touch the screen. I'm not kidding.
We're doomed.
How do you not know what a controller is, man?
We're doomed.
We've replaced the bottle with a fucking iPad.
I'm gonna start hitting the bottle.
Right? Shut the fuck up, Discord. I will shove my dick up your cord. How about that, you fucking stupid little fucking twink ass gay app. You fucking. God damn it! I am tired. I gotta calm down.
That makes two of us.
I'm okay.
Though you are not. You are the least okay out of the three of us.
Of the three of us, though, for that one little space of time, I felt like the sane one, and that's not good.
It's a
You're
bad
just the
time
one
when
most
East
used to
is the
not being
center
okay.
of control.
I just stick to my plan.
Being.
Improvise. I mean, cuts.
Improvise.
Adapt, overcome.
That's a
Alright,
good plan.
then.
Speaking of come, hit play.
Balance to the few. So the few hire the few to kill the few. Few. Don't think about it. It sounds really cool. He doesn't have any piss bottles. He shits in a McDonald's, right? But he has to piss
Why?
somewhere here. I would like to see some piss.
Why?
We
Why?
need to see some piss bottles, guys. The film isn't grounded enough already. Like, we need piss bottles.
He's got Coronas. They're full of piss
I don't
already.
see blasted peeing in my
What?
face, pissing. That like the film isn't gritty enough.
No, the Corona bottles are full of piss already, though.
Haha, funny.
Well, I'm just
I
saying.
get the
that this
joke.
guy, is, like, I
Uh,
have no idea how I could satisfy him making a film, like a gritty film.
I'm gonna commit to our Japanese movie if I have to subject myself to this too long.
Yojimbo?
No, Harakiri.
I know, that's the joke that I'm making.
But Jimbo's only an hour and 50 anyways.
That's about 2
Yeah, it's
hours.
still 2 hours.
Oh yeah, but it's like comes short still.
Also, did you just say
Air Mist is so
Yojimbo?
close. Yeah.
This is not the
Yo-
American Midwest. It's Japan. It's Yojimbo.
Yo, Jimbo!
Yeah, exactly. You fucking you get it right, you fucking noob. You goddamn
Shut the fuck up,
you
fucking
goddamn
weeb.
cellular failure.
Play the video.
I am
Okay.
losing my mind.
It would add to the realism. Also, empty room right across the guy gets home. Wow, lucky.
I've actually grown to appreciate proximity work, staged accidents, gradual poisonings, anything with a little creativity.
Oh yeah, all the kills are really uncreative. The ways how he gets in, that's
Oz.
creative. But the kills,
Excuse
I
you?
like the
Yeah.
So,
The neck?
yeah, he's gotta kill them quickly. Like the kills in this movie are not for a job. He's on a
repetition
revenge
of the
quest.
whole- Yeah, repetition of the film is part of like almost like the message or the theme of it even. Like that's like the point. Like this isn't like it's not glorifying the job at all. Like you're basically doing like the same things over and over. There's no reason for him to switch up his strategy anyways in killing people.
Exactly. Like I said, he's not doing these for a job. It doesn't have to be clean. Like he's
I don't
pissed.
want to say like
There was also the fucking nail gun one, and the way he disposed of that body was really creative. And the fucking
yeah,
Well,
the way he
sure.
made that one girl fall,
that re-
make it look like she fell down the stairs. It's like, no, he still does that.
yeah, okay, in Retard's defense, he says ways that he gets to his targets and shit, that's creative. But still, like, dude. Alright, fine. Like, but still, he does, like you said, he snaps Dolores' neck to frame it, like she just fell down the stairs. He kills Hodges with a nail gun and then disposes of the body in a recycling bin.
I just want to point
And even
out,
then,
you just said in retard's defense. That is the funniest fucking sentence I've heard. Like,
I have notes on this video, and I always address them as retard. I always capitalize the R at the beginning too.
he's a hard R retard.
I don't know what else to call him. But anyways, let's continue.
fact that he lies on the cover, but if you spend days in one room, there is so much DNA left after you, there is no way you can clean that up. Also, why are you sleeping with your...
It doesn't really matter. Like he's okay. Assuming they get his DNA, He has multiple identities, and as we see, he's able to get out of the country pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, by the end of the movie, like there would the DNA test probably still wouldn't have come through. So
Yeah, DNA is really
it
difficult to
doesn't.
sequence, actually.
Yeah, like, it's not that big a deal that he
That
would
also
leave some DNA behind.
that also assumes that one, they know where he was, and two, that he's even in any of their systems. Like, because you can only cross-reference DNA with the people that are already in your fucking system.
Right, exactly. Of course, he does leave DNA later on. Like once, maybe. There's another time he mentions, but it's not true. We'll get there.
Your lights on, retard.
I find music a useful distraction.
Oh yes, every sniper will tell you blasting music when you are trying to take a shot is great. Who needs situational awareness, right?
It's a sniper shot. You don't need situational awareness. The whole point is that you're supposed to be focusing on one target.
Well, I have music in my ears.
He's not in a combat zone either. Like if
Yeah.
if he were like, doing deep cover shit in Bangladesh or something, then yeah, you want to make sure that you're aware of what's behind you.
Well,
But this is place Paris.
even even if he was in a combat zone, a lot of people play music because it helps with just the situation, you know?
Yeah, but he wouldn't be drowning it out in his ear in his like headphones.
Well,
Like,
true. 'Cause
He only
You don't
has
wanna get
one
s-
earbud in anyways. So
fair enough. But like at my work, there's like a lot of moving parts and like a lot of shit that can fall on you, and I have music in my ears because it helps me pass the time and all that. You just like honestly have the music low enough that you can still hear the room around you, and
The
just,
shit that can fall on you isn't trying to do that though.
well, have you seen the way this shit falls? Sometimes it feels like it's trying to.
It feels like it is and is actually doing it or two
No,
different
I
things.
know, but no. Either way, the point is there are plenty of situations, including this one, where listening to music is okay, even if you need to be situationally aware. Like, come on, dude.
yeah,
This one's not
Right?
that big of a
It's
deal.
also great.
Yeah.
Trying to take a shot is great. Who needs situational awareness, right? It's also great if you are trying to keep your heart rate low.
By the way, I looked this up, and music can lower your heart rate.
Yeah.
So,
your heart will sync up to a beat.
Wait, that's not true, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I refuse to believe that.
It will.
Alright, so like if I played like fucking like Through the Fire and Flames or something, I would just
Okay,
go
well,
into
it's
cardio.
probably not going to sync up to that, but like
No, it'll raise and lower
it'll
depending on
be-
what beat it's hearing.
yeah, it'll match rhythm, not necessarily like beat for beat, but
Okay, but yeah, music can like
your heart
lower
doesn't match
heart-
medley. That would be weird and cause more heart attacks.
Could you imagine your fucking heart just
In front of
you look, but
It just, like,
like
explodes.
not even a minute into the song and you look like fucking Arnie when he's on Mars in Total Recall.
Oh God! All that happened was he was listening to Monster by Skillet. I don't know.
Question. You are a rich asshole getting ready to do kinky stuff. Option A. Open curtains and leave the lights on. Option B. Close the curtains. Lights off. Also, I'm sure a rich asshole can afford a place where they have a bulletproof
Wait.
windows.
Did he just
Yeah, no.
oh my god, did he just tell the guy who hired a dominatrix to turn the lights off? The whole point.
The whole point of a dominatrix is to see.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck, dude? Are you that much of a virgin? Holy shit.
He's retarded. He's never had the touch of a woman.
You have not been on the dark corners of the internet, my guy.
Okay, well,
Oh,
no. I watched that Chris Chan documentary. I know how sometimes they can do it.
Alright. Anyways. I think he said the last thing he said about the dude not having bulletproof windows. We don't know the context of which this dude's being hunted. Like he has, for all we know,
Yeah,
this dude is
most
like,
people who
some
get
evil-
assassinated don't know that that's about to happen.
Yeah,
like
that's
is
how they
JFK
get
an idiot
assassinated.
for
Actually,
leaving the? Is JFK an idiot for not putting the roof on the fucking car he was driving in?
yes,
Yeah,
he
he was
should have
in
seen
He was
it
going
coming.
down Dealey Plaza.
He
It
should
was a
have
public event.
he should have known that his brain was gonna take a permanent vacation.
Yeah, he should have known that his own 3-letter agency was going to shoot at him.
Actually,
But
fucking
no. It was a lone wolf. Guys,
Appar-
don't.
apparently,
get-
apparently there's actually a conspiracy theory that his head just fucking did that.
I saw that Count Dankula
He just
video.
had like biggest hemorrhage of all time. And just, wow.
He got fucking Hokuto Shinkened by the first bullet, and Oswald was just like, "What the fuck?"
You are. Lee Harvey Oswald said you are already dead.
Nani?
I like to imagine that Oswald got him through the neck, and he's like, "Fuck, I didn't hit him where I wanted to." And as he's racking the bolt or whatever, because I just assume he's using a bolt action for some stupid reason. I don't know if he actually did, but then he's racking the bolt, lining up the next shot, and then JFK's head just fucking explodes, and he's just confused. He has no idea what's going on. I just love.
I
that
just
image.
like the idea that JFK is a Fist of the North Star villain. Yeah, when there's a lull, you can play the video.
I just did.
Call can afford a place where they have bulletproof windows. Anyway, he gets ready and fucks the shot. I'm not professional killer, but I know there is a better moment.
Right, you're not,
With
so
a deep
don't.
shot where-
I know there's a better moment coming. Just like 3 seconds earlier. Why don't they like close the blinds? So like, you can't do both, dude. It's either they should close the blinds or wait, what?
if
Shit. What was I saying?
What were you saying?
While you're processing that, if anything, the criticism, I mean, it would still be a bad criticism, but the criticism should be this man is a trained professional killer. He should immediately rack the bolt and take that second shot while everyone's still in shock. Unfortunately, he fucked up. And so he's in shock as well. And the other criticism would be that there are plenty of opportunities where he could have had a shot and killed the guy. However,
Okay.
you know, he wanted a clear shot, not a presumable shot. So it's like, what criticism you even can accurately throw at this still doesn't really stick.
But what I was trying to say is, they could potentially end up closing the blinds, and you don't want that because then you can't take the shot. So I think it makes sense that he doesn't wait for a later time because clock might be ticking for all he knows.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I saying?
I mean, it's also
Never
possible
mind.
that he figured, oh, this character, you know, this dominatrix is, you know, she's bending over, she's playing with the blinds, she's probably gonna dance for him right there, and this is the clearest shot that I've had so far. It might be the clearest I'm ever gonna get. And the second she's done with her dance, she's gonna walk right over. Unfortunately, he miscalculated how short that dance was gonna be.
Oh yeah, I was trying to say, he does bring up the follow-up shot thing, so he does use that as a criticism in all fairness.
Okay.
where you know where both people are located so they don't walk into your shot.
It's blow time, mister.
Oh, is that in order?
I can believe that.
Have you guys seen Polar?
No.
I
It's
haven't.
it's fun.
Is great, but there's naked Matt Mikkelsen surrounds.
It's
around
not
and
great,
naked
but it's a lot of
characters.
fun.
Awesome. Plus, it has titties. Anyway, instead of taking another shot, he says, "Fuck." Okay. Still, though, I
Yeah,
love
he's
this. I think
surprised.
this is the best part of the movie. Shot. He says, "Fuck." Okay. Still, though, I love this. I think this is the best part of the movie. One more thing: the gun disposal. I wouldn't do it in front of airport. He still, by the way, has fingerprints on it, right? Is he trying to scrub his smell? There is no way washing your upper body would get rid of the smell. A dog will sniff you anyway, but that
The
would mean they got
gunpowder
their dog
residue,
sniff
dude.
on the
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
washing gunpowder residue off of him. not his natural scent.
That's why he was worried
A
about
dog,
the
a
dog.
dog's not gonna go after you because it smells that you're American. Oh, maybe it will. It is France.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's not American. He's Dominican Republican.
Technically.
You can tell because the Floridian says it. He says,
he's
"Is that the Dominican Republican?"
is that
While dying.
why not just say Dominican?
Because it's his. I'm assuming it's his code name.
Maybe.
Because you don't call, because that guy's the Floridian, so. I'm assuming they just it's like Zombieland, where they're just named after the places that.
Well, I know, but like the shorthand for people from the Dominican Republic is the Dominican, because they're from the country.
He's also right wing.
Yeah, like exactly.
Oh,
He
that
likes
explains why
elephants,
he
maybe.
uses the guns and.
He is Dominican and Republican, therefore he is a Dominican Republican.
He shoots a brown person. Yeah, he shoots a brown person. He shoots a couple women. Yeah, this guy's a Republican.
and he never kills any children.
He's pro. Well, I was gonna say he's pro-life, but evidently he's also pro-ending life.
Plenty of Republicans vote for the death
gives them
penalty.
More than
That is true. That is true. They're only pro-life to a certain point.
Well, yeah, the point at which you can decide if whether or not you want to throw your life away.
Imagine a baby comes out with a fucking bottle and like 5 cigarettes. It's like, this baby's not worth it.
Fuck
Kill
this
it.
baby!
Death penalty for the baby.
The song "Bad to the Bone" is actually pro-choice.
Fuck that
fucking
baby.
pole pop the
Shoot
baby
him.
against a tree. It's like, all right, off to the next one.
Off to the next victim.
And then station him at the airport, which is retarded. So he fucked up. He has to know what are the
Wait.
consequences.
Did he just
should
fucking say that putting a dog in an airport is retarded? Bro, people smuggle guns and drugs to the airport all the fucking time. Why do you think they have the dogs?
I've gotten
Okay,
sniffed
I'll
by an
devil's
airport
advocate.
dog.
I'll play devil's advocate and say that what he means is just it's retarded that that would be ever possible, maybe. Even though I think that is possible.
It's entirely possible. That shit happens all the time.
It happens every day.
What can happen to Brittany Griner?
If it can happen on the ground, it can happen in the air.
It's like, buddy, I've moved calculators and protractors through fucking airport security back when I was a kid, and I probably still could if I just say, sorry, it's my school supplies, I forgot to take that out, or just saying, oh, I'm going back home for school, and I needed it for some homework, and I just have some papers that look like homework, and then I use those weapons to, like, the calculator's actually a bomb, or I use the protractor or whatever. I know protractors are the fucking angle thing. One of the other math and drawing tools. I could just use those and like stab several people on the airplane with.
We are gonna edit this part out.
I just want
Okay, we
people to know
already
that I am
said
not
that the
suicidal,
CIA
nor do I have
Kennedy.
intentions of committing any crimes.
Trisket is gonna write his manifesto, and it's gonna say some shit about animation.
Yes,
It's
and
already over.
I will call it the
We already said.
manifesto because women suck.
Based.
Yeah, I think we can all agree.
You know, I like this Trisket guy.
I'm gonna do killings in his name.
Little bit based.
Fetty, do the thing.
Possibly homosexual must investigate further.
No. When we're on Twitter, that's your thing. When we're in this situation where only you can play pause, you play pause.
Okay.
Which is retarded. So he fucked up. He has to know what are the consequences. He should immediately call his bitch to get the fuck out of there. But no, he doesn't have any plan for that. First of all, if you are a black soul here, why would you assign... assassinate your assassin.
What?
Why would you assassinate your assassin? Because he fucked up. He's now a
You ever heard of
liability.
tying up loose ends, making an example? None of that rings a bell.
Yeah, I mean, and like I just said, he could be
The
a
whole
liability.
ending of the movie. Betty, do the
I
thing.
do believe that it's possible that he wouldn't know the consequences because there's such thing as people having different reactions to different situations.
Yeah.
You might not expect somebody to straight up go scorched earth on his ass just for fucking up a single shot, but they did.
Well, a shot that he technically didn't even fuck up. Someone else fucked it up for him.
I mean, it's still a mistake, but
Yeah. That is what we call accidents, and they happen.
Yeah.
first
If
rule.
the assassins fuck up the assassination of the assassin, there is a good chance that the assassin will go assassinate you, which is what happened, which is retarded. Just
Not if they assassinate the assassin, and there was two of them, and they came to his house. So like,
Yeah.
also the said assassin, the likelihood of him being able to fucking get to you is probably lower than you think. I mean, sorry, not lower than you think. It was higher than they thought, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not really entirely sure what his point was there.
I would
Like,
say
no.
should we go back, but like I'm not sure that I want in the sake of fairness, I want to. In the sake of wanting to get the fuck out of here, I don't want to.
We can't turn back. We have to go deeper.
Point of no return.
I just want to point out we're 5 minutes into this video and this recording's already an hour long.
Hooray!
Yeah.
give this guy a discount or something. By the way, they fuck up the Fassbender's assassination. Shouldn't they be assassinated now?
Well, no, because Fassbender isn't as high profile murder as the other guy, assumedly. There's less of a need to tie up a loose end in that case.
Yes, this is good movie. Good movie. Anyway, the assassin's currently...
Yes, it is. That's the best point he's
they
made.
raped his girlfriend. She is only alive so she can describe the taxi they came in. From this far away, she saw the taxi. Oh, this movie good. This
You know,
movie
actually,
super good.
hold up. That is that actually a legitimate criticism? Because why would these professionals leave someone alive like that?
Maybe they thought she was dead. I don't know.
I mean, that's possible, but we don't really have an
If
answer
they're
on
supposed
that.
to be higher profile than he is, then they would probably undoubtedly be able to make sure.
Yeah, you could say
Also,
it's
which one of them was it that actually was it the Floridian?
Both of them were there, and it was
Both
the
of them were
Floridian-
there, but I'm assuming the Floridian's the one that like actually beat her up.
Well, first of all, yeah, they say as much, and then he raped her. They imply that.
Yeah. Which like, why would you do that, bro?
Because
Floridian.
he too is a Republican. I mean, come on, big guy from Florida.
He's an assassin.
He got tired of fucking alligators and tried an actual woman.
Yeah,
It's a waste of time.
I was gonna say, I guess I'll consider that one legitimate.
It's less of a directing issue, though. I mean, it's less of a writing issue, and I'd say just more a matter of picking a bad location.
Hmm?
Unless, like, the script, like, outlines, it's got to be, like, a mile between the gate
No,
and
no,
the
no, no,
house.
no. I'm talking about the girlfriend still.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's kind
she should be fucking dead.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
you don't have to be a trained assassin to realize. Yeah, maybe I should make sure that this person I want dead is dead.
Yeah.
0 out of 10. So he's retarded.
Oh, this movie good. This movie super good. The taxi driver is a waste of time. He should immediately go to Black Saul. I like the way he gets in, even though if I was a
Wait,
super
whoa,
killer, I don't know if I
hold up. But if he went to the black guy, then he wouldn't. he wouldn't have the description of the two people. He would just know, oh, these assassins were sent after me. But even then, he might not, like, the taxi driver kind of, like, tipped them off. Okay, these guys, the way that they, like, moved and operated, they were professionals. This wasn't just some random robbery, you know? Like, the taxi driver pretty much confirmed that these were professionals, and he also gave them a description, meaning that now he's able to narrow it down, and it's like, oh, okay, these people very clearly work for the person that I do, so... Like, he's being thorough.
Mhm.
These people called professionals, people who are really good at their job, do this thing called being thorough.
Yeah, like let's say he ignores, he narrows it down to who it could be. You still have to take care of Hodges because Hodges is going to come after you if you're killing more of his people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, him killing the taxi driver is important for, the killer's arc during the movie, so.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a cold, calculated move, but no witnesses. Better cover your tracks that way.
He killed Travis Bickle.
or no.
No
He
one's
killed
talking to
Travis
him
Bickle.
anymore.
Travis Bickle.
Would want to
Yeah.
attack
Fuck you, play the movie video.
him in his office in the middle of the city. This is not
Middle of the city, in a closed-off office where, he, hits him so nobody can hear him.
Oh my god,
so.
can you believe that he did this indoors in the middle of a city? What a fucking idiot.
a super killer. I don't know if I would want to attack him in his office in the middle of the city. This is not a bad scene. The actors are great. I would just prefer a more direct dialogue. Like he should say, they raped my girlfriend, and he should say, that's unacceptable, They should only kill you. Here are the addresses. But no, he fucks up again. Conveniently, his assistant knows everything he needs. A couple of retarded things in this scene.
I know what you're capable of, how you can make things seem. Promise me you won't leave things looking the wrong way.
Not sure how that's retarded, but whatever.
Yeah,
If
I
anything,
don't-
that addresses a problem that he had earlier.
Yeah.
About the uncreative
Yeah,
kills.
we already went over that. But like,
So this man knows, but he's too stupid to realize that he knows. Like,
Yeah.
also, again, like, I don't think this guy realizes that the killer is making mistakes, like, as an intentional narrative device to show his mental state
yeah, exactly.
breaking down.
Like this.
Yeah.
This,
Stuff's
something-
getting personal. He's not as
Exactly.
composed as usual.
Exactly. Something personal happened to him. He has lost track of what being a professional really means.
I would also like to point out that this is the first film that Fincher's ever said that he'd be open to making a sequel to.
I had the feeling watching that. I hope it doesn't.
I trust him. I trust him, but I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, that's.
I don't want it, but I don't not want it. Like.
Actually, no, this isn't the first movie.
Like,
He's like he was gonna do the entire Elizabeth Salander trilogy, and then that got canceled.
Dragon Tattoo,
The girl,
right?
the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
gonna do Hornet's Nest and Played with Fire, but they got canceled for no reason.
Was it because they didn't make enough money, or?
That was like a partial reason. Like the girl with the dragon tattoo was successful, and they were ready to go with the sequel, and then they never got the green light, and then they never got an explanation why they got the green light, and then it just never got made.
Wait. Wait. You said that. I asked, did they just not make money? And you said that's part of the reason. And then you said, well, it was successful and it made its money back. So it's like, well, wait.
It made its money back. It just wasn't like doing like gangbusters.
Okay.
So there was like a tentative. There's people actually make like fucking documentaries about what happened to the Dragon Tattoo trilogy. Because it's a very interesting topic for a lot of people, myself included, as to what happened with those movies. Because like we all wanted to see them, and everybody who made the first one wanted to make the rest of them, and then there was just no communication between the higher ups for so long that it just got covered in dust.
That
And then they made that horrible standalone film based on one of the other 3 books that the other guy wrote, and it was bad. Girl in the Spider's Web movie sucks, and that book sucks. Watch Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's really good. And also read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's phenomenal.
Just, brace yourself.
I will here the best way to prepare for shit that's in that movie and also that book. The original Swedish title of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is Swedish words that I can't pronounce, but the literal translation is Men Who Hate Women. That's the original title of the book.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, that's the original title of the book.
You're fucking with me.
Nope, go look it up.
You're fucking... Okay, hold on.
Go fucking look it up. It's called Men Who Hate Women in Swedish.
Okay. Let's see. What was the original Swedish title of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? What? No! No! You colluded with Wikipedia and Google to lie to me. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Thinking about it, though, that's actually a pretty fitting title.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a serial killer who only targets women.
Being hunted down by a detective that hates his wife.
Yes. Well, Mikhail's a journalist, not a detective.
Same thing, it's just one slightly cooler.
Hates his wife and is using 2 whole women for sexual relationships outside of his marriage.
Can you use half a woman?
You can use half a woman.
Yeah, they're called nuggets. And if you want to get real technical, you can talk about women that are developing, shall we say? But that's a dark path, buddy.
All right.
That's the Southpaw path.
I really hope he doesn't watch this.
He's not going to watch this. And if he does, it's all in good fun. I don't mean a single thing that I say. I have no actual knowledge pertaining to the situation that may or may not have actually happened. I am of sound mind and would never kill myself.
You would never fall down a flight of stairs.
I would never fall down a flight of stairs. I make those stairs my... I made those stairs my bitch.
Yo, Michael Fassbender's gonna come for you, like... or Southpaw's gonna come for you like Michael Fassbender in this scene, dude. Like...
Michael Fassbender's gonna come for me? Not if I come for him first.
That's gay. That's pretty gay. But we are on cum, so...
Betty, do the thing!
Possibly homosexual must investigate further.
Yeah, for the first time, he actually did it when someone wanted you to.
Oh, beautiful.
I've lived this.
Play the damn video.
Kill yourself.
Commit downstairs.
In the desk, the CCTV would show him entering his office, and then it would show a guy leaving his office with a giant bag.
Look how easily identifiable he is here.
Yeah,
so
look at that. Oh my god, I know exactly who that guy looks like.
Well, not only that, but
Also,
the camera
this
would be
is
on the
elevator,
roof. Meaning that it would seem more hat than face.
Yeah. Like, hey, don't you, like, you could see the fucking footage! You can see how hard it is to tell what he looks like in your own video.
And also, it's not.
Were
like
you watching the
elevator
clips when you
CCTVs are all
added
that-
them to the timeline?
Elevator CCTVs aren't like fucking all over the place, anyways. And even when they are, they're like in the top corner. So it's like
Yeah.
the baseball cap would be
The fact
obscuring
that
his head.
this one is at eye level. Oh wait, did he edit this? Is that actually a shot
Yes,
from the
he did.
movie?
This
Yeah,
is a
that's
shot
not even
from
a
the
shot from the movie.
We have no idea. We have no idea if there was a CCTV in the elevator, and even if there was,
Having
it would be way higher than this, which
having
would
been in
basically
many
make it impossible for them to
elevators,
be identified.
having been in many elevators, they usually don't actually. At least not in the places I've been. Like there are obviously, elevator.
They do in
cameras.
ritzy
Same
places.
here, but I have seen videos, so I
Yeah,
can't say
well,
that they don't
same.
exist.
They only exist in places that where the people are so rich that they just put cameras everywhere for safety and paranoia, or the cameras actually need to be there because everyone's poor and does crime.
Like apartment complexes will have.
Yeah,
will have
exactly.
them.
Like
Duality.
no middle class neighborhood has fucking elevator cameras.
Yeah. Okay, but to be fair, this isn't
Yeah,
middle-class
this isn't.
neighborhood.
Well, presumably it's not middle class, but let me. What city was this in again?
I don't recall actually.
I don't remember where he is in this part.
Let's
But
just
he's in
take-
the
Oh,
U.S.
New Orleans.
Sorry,
He's in New
George,
Orleans, which means that, yeah, there would be cameras in the elevator.
Yeah, but again, look at his fucking hat.
Yeah, like the camera being there doesn't solve anything.
It's like, oh no, there was a crime. Oh yeah, who did it?
Generic white guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of you. Literally, the guy would have to look at the person asking him the question and go, one of the many.
Good one. Well, to be fair though, he's like one of the only 3 white guys in New Orleans, so you know, you might be pretty easy to track down.
Okay. First of all, there are 5.
Did you know all of them?
I do. Yes, I knew them all in prison.
Anyway, do the
This has
thing.
been real hard to find them. I mean, you got like 99.9% blacks plus like the 50% increase.
We need to dilute that pond a little bit.
So are you gonna do it KKK style,
And he's
Hitler
assist-
style, or fucking Synthetic Man style?
I was just gonna like impregnate some of their women.
So Synthetic Man style, got it.
Yeah, synthetic man style.
And then you're gonna
I don't know who
impregnate
that
the
is.
daughters while killing the males, and then impregnate those granddaughters, and so on and so forth.
That's disgusting, and also I don't know who synthetic man is.
Oh, he said he would do that to Angrboda from God of War Ragnarok because he hated the
Oh.
fact that she was black.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's-
that was pretty bad.
that's dark. You know, for now. Get it? I think I killed Triska. Oh no, he's dead.
This almost killed me.
Oh no, I killed you too.
I was literally just about to say, oh, like Angrboda, and then you said, for now. Fuck you. Fuck me. Oh god damn it.
I'm just trying to look. I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Lighten the tone,
Oh,
the skin tone.
oh fucking hell. I'm losing brain cells being here. Oh.
You have any left? I could use some.
My last 2 brain cells are fighting for 3rd place.
Oh god damn it. I'm actually fucking dizzy, dude. Oh, hit play.
In his office, and then it would show a guy leaving his office with a giant bin and his assistant, which was
Yeah, that's what recycling people do. They leave offices with giant bins. I know, shocker.
found later in her home with snapped neck. There is no
Yo, that
Oh, wait,
edit
what you
actually,
think this
where
is
he like
accident?
spun it, that like I'm still dizzy from laughing. That actually fucked me up for a second.
and which was found later in her home with snapped neck. There is no way cops would think this is accident. I'm really mixed on this part. Next we have
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't think it was an accident, but still, it covers his tracks well enough.
Yeah.
You know how cops are.
Well,
They don't want to do extra paperwork, so they'll just write it off as a suicide or an accident if they have to, or if they
not
want
only
to.
not only that, but like, there's also the fact that people that don't cover their tracks this well still don't get found sometimes. Like there's a lot
Yeah.
of murder cases that just go unsolved, and a lot of the ones that do end up being solved like years or even decades later. You know, it turns
Yeah.
out the guy did not actually cover their tracks well. The cops just fumbled the crime scene or got unlucky or the criminal got lucky or whatever, you know?
Yeah, so it definitely helps to do to the killer in this manner.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, people are still going to make connections. There's no question about that, but the cops might brush it under the rug.
Well, but
There's a possibility.
assuming that they don't even like what do they fucking have? Generic white guy number 4. Okay. Do we see his face? No. All we know is that he has a fucking, like actor level strong jawline. That's it. That's all we have. That's all we have on the guy.
Yeah, it's like by the time yeah, he's like basically probably like long gone out of New Orleans by the time like this case really gets, into full gear.
Exactly.
Something this video really just does not understand, as we're going to see even more.
Florida man.
Another gator got in the house. Another gator? Give me that shovel. Come here. Get him on. Get that gator.
First
Okay,
of all,
I'll
Florida
admit
man assassin.
timing the shovel with the punches was pretty funny. That was actually a good edit. I wouldn't say that the full edit was funny, but the timing was.
It was I think that in general it was funny for like the first bit, and yeah, like you said.
First of all, Florida man assassin doesn't mind unknown car camping outside his house for a couple of days.
He doesn't, like, he follows them everywhere, and it's at night when he gets back, so.
Well, furthermore, he's looking down and like scratching his head, so like he looks just like some lost tourist or whatever. I mean, I've been in that situation, and there have been times where I've like gone to people's houses, but it's like, at times that I knew that I shouldn't be, so I made it look like exactly this. But
Right.
but here's the thing, guess what? Florida man did fucking notice. That's why he was ready for him.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, pay attention, dude.
Well, that was because of the alarm, though, that went off, I think. Methinks.
You thinks?
Ice thinks.
Well, he thinks.
You
Wait,
thinks?
what alarm?
No, I took a shot.
Like that beep, 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 that thing.
I don't
You'll
remember
see,
that.
he brings it. Oh.
I don't remember there being an
Well, I
alarm.
do.
Well, there was
There's
an alarm.
an alarm.
There was an alarm when he was burning the house down, and if you mean like the fog bell earlier, that's a fog bell.
No, I don't mean like an alarm. I mean like it's almost like an in bell.
Like the door, like the
when you
door
open
alarm,
door,
like
it goes
the
in, it goes, "Meep, meep."
front door
My
open.
uncle has
That kind of thing.
You'll see,
Okay,
he
I
plays
must have
it.
missed that.
Sure. Anywho, Fassbender attacks at night with a sleeping burger. You know what professional killer would do, right? You have to kill the dog.
That would just, instantly tip off the Florida man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my dog is fucking shot in the head. I bet nothing bad's
Dogs bark, whine, squeal, like when you do things to them.
Yeah,
Yeah. As you
I
literally
noticed-
see, he calls his dog back. You
Like,
know what
my
happens?
dog- my
How does he
dog-
respond? He goes into the fucking yard and sees that his dog got shot.
My dog flips over every single piece of furniture in my house just for me grabbing his paws so I can clip his nails. Dogs have no chill. Just leave them
Yeah.
alone if you're trying to be stealthy.
Man, he's a threat. Pussies don't have a balls to kill a dog, huh? Javier would do it. Anyway, our
Okay, so first of all, Javier was just being a dick. Anton
Yeah, he's
Chigurh.
just
Fuck!
nihilist.
Anton Chigurh was just being a dick right there.
Half his entire character is just, I just want to kill things. Like, I'm the Grim Reaper and shit. I'm just gonna kill shit.
He loves it. Also, he didn't even shoot that bird. He shot the thing the bird was standing on.
I think he tried to shoot the bird.
Maybe? It's not clear.
No. Also, he used a silenced pistol. It wasn't like he just shot a gunshot, and even
He
then,
likes
it's
using
not like,
silenced stuff. He's got a silenced shotgun for crying out loud. That's not even a real thing.
Well,
it's not
It is
like
now.
he just shot some dude who was trying to kill Crow.
Yeah, but it wasn't in 1980.
yeah, true enough.
It's cool.
It's cool. It also adds like to the Grim Reaper-ish mythos
Yeah.
surrounding him. They're like, oh, he's got this impossible gun.
Also,
Yeah.
you know, nothing makes it silent. You could still hear the action of the gun and the popping of the powder. Like,
Yeah.
it's not it does not silence.
It's a really cool sound effect for that gun. It
Yeah.
sounds so great.
Fucking love that shit.
the fucking quiet boom of the shell going off, and then the zipping of the lead just cutting the air like that. Fucking beautiful.
I think my
And
favorite.
Can't you hear the shell hit the ground too?
I think so.
Yeah, in some cases, yeah. When he has to reload it, because you don't get it in my favorite instance of it when he kills Woody Harrelson with it, and he's just on the
Oh.
phone.
Well, yeah, because he didn't
Never-
pump the thing at all.
No, because he only needed to shoot once.
And few
Dude,
times the movies made me feel so much anxiety.
Right? Fuck,
I gotta
dude.
rewatch No Country. It's been like a month.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I got to as well.
Anyway, back to this bullshit.
Pro professional killer gets fucked by a doorbell, and then this shit happens.
Oh, yeah.
See,
But the movie
Yeah,
completely
no,
lost
you were
me.
right.
First of all,
Yeah.
well, and then this shit happens. This is where the movie completely lost me. First of all, Bender has a reaction of a 60-year-old granny. I think
He had his back turned. That he wasn't going to be able to respond appropriately anyways, even if he did turn around quicker.
on a reflex I would just shoot this guy if he was charging me. Also, Florida man is shown to have only one gun in the house. I know there are normal Americans who have guns in the bathroom.
I can't tell whether
Okay.
this is a joke or not.
Well, the thing is, most even gun-loving Americans only have the money or need for one or two guns. And also, we only saw with the way the fight progressed, there's a very good chance that this man has multiple guns in the house and he just only had access to the one because of the way that everything moved.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me, dude. Like, he doesn't understand choreography, he doesn't understand character acting. This man doesn't... Oh my god.
He just looks over parts of the film, basically.
And fails to consider alternative possibilities to his first thought.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, after this...
Oh, okay,
Bender is
that's
fucking
a
bad.
good edit there.
Those two punches. Those 2 punches. I've seen people withstand more.
I've
watched
seen
boxing.
people
People go
literally
12
die
rounds.
to less.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Okay,
and
are
plus
you
this
trying
guy's
to
like 3
combat
times.
my point?
Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was just saying, people could totally fucking survive that. Like, if you've watched boxing, you know. Like, I know they're wearing gloves and all, but still, 12 rounds of getting punched in the face,
Oh yeah.
and people don't die.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I completely buy that a guy could be like put on his ass like that by being punched twice in the face by someone 3 times their size.
Yeah.
Like, and regardless of whether or not he was saying, "Oh, he should be dead here," like that's still, it's still a good edit. It's still a funny edit, you know. I want to
Yeah.
give credit where it's due, you know.
Right. No, I mean, I've looked over this dude's channel. He doesn't seem like he just makes bad shit or anything. But this video, this ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, it's just a bad take, more or less.
But also watch Florida Man. He goes for the gun and then he stops. Either get the gun or
The dude starts getting up. It's just, instinct, I guess.
There could be a number of things that he could do. For example, Florida Man very evidently takes like some sort of pride and pleasure in being able to overpower his enemies as opposed to just killing them. Like, we get that from this scene alone, but there's also the other scene, well, off-screen scene with the girlfriend. And also, he doesn't know if Fassbender has another gun or a knife or anything. And so he could have just been like, "Oh shit, get the fuck back down." You know, and like he knows because of previous hits, my fists can stun him, and if this guy's fast enough, he could also be a better shot than me. You know, it's also a dark room, he can't really see everything, so it's, that there could be a lot of reasons why he would go back into punching, and most of which seem to make sense, or at least some semblance of sense.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent example of someone making the wrong move for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You know, someone making a stupid move without making the character just fucking stupid and fucking up all the writing.
Even if it is, it's one choreography issue, anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
or stay on him and bait his skull. What the fuck,
That's the second time he's used the subscribe thing, by the way.
man? Yeah,
Oh,
this
I
is
hate
just
it.
straight up cartoon. They should have Q-Tip fight Fassbender. They
It's
would
two
at
of
least
us.
be realistic. This is nonsense. Fassbender isn't a physical threat. Javier, that's a fucking unit.
look at Chigurh's build.
Look at this schlub. He's a unit.
Chigur doesn't lay his hands on somebody a single time in the entire fucking movie.
There
It's all
are
just
no
using his guns and his
physical.
wits.
There's no fisticuffs in No Country. No country for fisticuffs.
Also, he's got pretty good biceps there, but I mean, like, I wouldn't call that a unit. That's just an average middle-aged dude.
He's got the arms he needs to lift his guns, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's-
He's
I mean,
got
I
the
guess he,
guns
like,
to lift his
takes a lot of-
guns. Hey.
I guess he takes a lot of, punishment throughout the movie. The same as Llewellyn.
Yeah.
But let's not act like a killer comes through this fight unscathed.
Yeah.
But, well, let's... If you don't mind, we shall continue.
Yeah, please.
Hey, this guy is built like a yoga instructor. And
You joking, right?
Hey, most yoga instructors could probably kick my ass.
Yeah, they're fit. They're fit. Like, you have
He
to
just
have.
plays like... It's so deceptive, too, because he plays a picture of him doing yoga.
You have to have, like, incredible muscle control to be able to do yoga. Like, you don't have to be strong to do it, but, like, still, you can do some pretty effective stuff with your body if you know yoga.
If you could do
Yeah.
pretty effective stuff to other people's body doing yoga.
That's a sex joke, isn't it?
That's a sex joke.
Fetty, do the thing.
Oh, that could be...
No, I'm
possibly-
talking about. I am speaking of ladies.
The play
I
pause
was just
thing I
about to
meant.
say. Oh, pause?
Yeah, play pause. You
Yes, pause
You-
the pause
Yes.
by playing.
There, I paused the pause.
No, pause the pause by playing.
That's not how that works. but
Stop
okay.
pausing.
oh, that reminds
Shut the fuck up and let me play the fucking video. And great, we're back to naked
me of a
Chigur.
fucking unit. This guy is built like a yoga instructor. Anyway, Bender kills him. Oh, that reminds me, he never has a secondary weapon. Professional killer. Okay. Doggo comes in, but don't worry.
I'll say that's kind of fair.
This movie doesn't have a balls. This is the damage that he suffers after this. This is it.
Under control.
I'm sorry.
Actually-
Pause. Did he just complain that the killer didn't kill a dog?
Well, that was
Yeah,
my
he did.
initial thought, but at the
What
same
kind
time,
of fucking psychopath are you?
well,
I guess he's just part of the ATF or something. I don't know.
Oh, God.
uh,
He's got the braids for it.
it reminds me of a joke. One of the because there's a podcast I listen to. I know you two already know about my praises for it, but it's called the Snark Tank, and they read the $25 and up patron names as like a sort of end credits for the series, and the people in the end credits like to change up their names like every month or week or whatever, and one of them changed his name to the cop that shot a Pomeranian because he was afraid its dick was bigger than his. But that's tangential to what I wanted to say. I would say that him not killing the dog is probably the very first obvious sign that he's getting tired of all of this. Because it's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't need to. This isn't a witness. They can't speak. You know, and he's always
Right.
constantly reminding himself, "Don't feel empathy. Don't feel empathy." And that was like the first time that he was able to break that rule and get away with it, and so he didn't have to.
Oh, he's just incompetent. I didn't miss the point. Trust me, bro.
Next we have Tilda, also really retarded. So what is the plan of our killer? He walks into a restaurant in the middle of the city and gives away his moment of surprise. Also he creates
Needless to say, this is missing the point.
Yeah.
witnesses, and I'm sure they have cameras in here, and he doesn't have any face cover. Good job, man. Tilda is great the whole 15 minutes she's
And
in.
she literally
Completely
fucking says that to him.
It's
and
not
he's
even
just like,
15
yeah.
minutes.
She
It's
literally
not
says
even
that
15
to him,
minutes.
and he's already like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?" Because he's fucking sick of this shit. He wants it over with, and he wants everyone involved to know that this was fucking personal. He's done
It's
caring.
great.
He doesn't give a like. He's finally at the point where he doesn't give a fuck.
Also, why the hell are you bothering to say anything bad about the best scene in the movie?
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have cameras in here, and he doesn't have any face cover. Good job, man. Tilda is great the whole 15 minutes she's in.
It's not 15 minutes,
Yeah,
it's
she
like
walks
5. And it's great. Yo, perfect timing on that pop.
and dies. Doesn't try anything clever. She tries
Doesn't try anything clever.
She has a
Doesn't
knife.
try
she
anything clever.
slipped and said, "Will you help me up?"
Help a girl up.
Yeah, and he was like, "No."
That's like
He saw
it's like
through
as
the
good as you're
ruse.
gonna get for like a final effort.
How do you fucking deliberately select this clip and go, "She doesn't try anything clever"? What the fuck, dude?
I feel like
Don't
he's
worry.
reaching, like he just knows that he has to talk about something in this scene that's bad, so he's like, he just walks in and then she doesn't have like a trap for him or anything. Yeah,
People
that
are
sounds
so
good.
focused on the career side of YouTube. No, just do it as a fucking hobby and get a real job. Like I know saying get a real job is stupid regarding this shit, but like if you don't have enough to criticize with a movie, just talk about why the movie's good or talk about, you know, what doesn't work about the movie, why you think it's retarded, and like what functions about it or sorry, what doesn't function or whatever, and like what you could do to like, you know, fix something like that instead of just reaching for
It's a
bullshit
good
like this.
idea.
And like I don't like calling people liars, but if you miss something that's that fucking blatant, then I have to wonder if you are, you know.
Or at least just being disingenuous.
Address.
Yeah.
Here's a good solution: make a comparison video between two things. That way, you're still filling in the runtime while still addressing what you think is bad about the film.
Exactly. And you could even do that with like alternative scripts and scenes, like what I previously mentioned. Like, and there are things to criticize in this movie. We've covered a couple of them, but like, holy shit, dude, this ain't it.
completely fucking wasted. Yeah, she walks out and dies. Doesn't try anything clever. She tries to stab the guy with the gun from sitting position. Smart. By the way, he doesn't have
But what else is she gonna fucking do?
to kill her here. Just take a step back and say, show me your hands or I will kill you. He doesn't have
But why would she back down though? Like this is like her only this is her last trick in the book. There's nothing else she can do, so you might as well just get it over with before a
He
witness
literally,
comes.
he fucking showed the clip. He showed the clip we were just talking about. She tried exactly what he said didn't happen. He shows it and then he talks about it. Fuck you, dude.
As I've said, the channel name is very much fitting.
Have to improvise. Fucking retard. Now they have your face and you drank from the bottle, you fucking idiot.
Does he know what happens to dishes? You fucking wash them. I doubt that they're gonna go scrounging around for the glass that he drank from.
Yeah, I mean, assuming they could even find it amongst all the dozens of identical ones. And if he means like, oh, well,
Yeah,
they
they're
could have
impossible.
poisoned it, it's like, well, that's not impossible, but given the situation, that's incredibly unlikely. And at this point, I'm not sure that he cares. In fact, he literally broke his own rule very deliberately here, like acknowledging, you know what, fuck it, whatever, I don't care. You know, it's very clear that's the energy that he has.
She's found that 20 meters from the restaurant. Jesus fucking Christ, man. This movie...
He gets away with it. It's not like anybody finds him. It's not like he goes to court or anything. Like,
Yeah,
so what I
see-
hate about most of his criticisms here, it relies on the killer being caught, even though like, he always escapes, like, and for good reason.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing, this assumes that anyone finds the body within 24 hours, which we could assume, but within that time frame, he's already gone, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, they would know who he was. It's like, oh, we have this guy's face. But it's like, he's already gone. You can't get him. Not unless you get the FBI involved,
Yeah.
but why are you going to get the FBI involved in what, on camera, would look like a domestic dispute?
Right.
is so fucking retarded. Last one, crypto bro. Check your building for multi-millionaires. You can do this like once, max. The whole time he's doing that, the security is watching him. He scans his keycard and gets into his house. Then he believes everything that crypto bro says.
We have no problem. You have to please understand. I was very new.
And then Bender leaves the guy who paid for his murder that accidentally turned into rape of his girlfriend alive. He leaves him alive. Bender, who killed a taxi guy because he drive Q-tip and Dick Tip to a location, he leaves the guy who paid for
No,
all
it was
their
because he was a witness.
expenses alive. The end.
That's why. No, it's because the taxi driver was a witness and he didn't want to leave any witnesses behind. And when he was talking to this guy, he was like, "Do we have a problem?" And this guy was like, "Nope." So, first of all, he's no longer a problem. All of his connections are gone, or at least the ones to this world are gone, and he's thoroughly scared the shit out of him enough that he's probably gonna stay quiet. There's nobody higher than him that could be like, no, go back and fuck him up. Nobody.
Right.
First of all, there's that. Second,
And also,
him not killing this guy is part of the arc because he's been playing the killings that he's been doing over and over and over, and Tilda Swinton clearly got into his head with that speech about, do you ever ask why these people die? She clearly
Right.
got into his head and he started thinking about it a lot more.
you gotta understand, it's only Fassbender. There's no writing whatsoever.
Which is a literal impossibility. Fucking hell.
Yeah, this fucking video.
Find that there is a sequel bait. Mads Nicholson, Idris Elba,
He does exactly what I do.
Michael Fassbender. You can give them any script, incompetent director,
You just called
Competent
Fincher an incompetent
director.
director.
Excuse you.
and they will make you feel things. In this movie, it's all Fassbender, and that's why I hate this movie. The rest is
Oh.
retarded cartoon action.
Oh, I misheard what he said earlier. Never mind.
It's all Fassbender, and that's why I hate this movie. The rest is retarded cartoon action, retarded decisions, and retarded world building.
Yeah.
Fincher wants the killer make the viewers very nervous about the person behind them in Home Depot. First of all, I'm already afraid of minorities. Second of all, if this professional killer is after me, I feel like I'm fine. He can hit the easiest target, doesn't know about alarms, and he's built like a chef
Well,
in a
the point
vegan
is how well he
restaurant.
blends in. This motherfucker makes Ezio Auditore look like a bitch.
Okay, it's funny though because like he keeps bringing up fucking Anton Chigurh, despite Anton Chigurh's haircut. Anyone who's ever watched No Country for Old Men makes fun of that fucking haircut.
Well, yeah, because like, legitimately, I'm not kidding. Because of Anton Chigurh's haircut, I thought the movie was set in the '60s. I'm not kidding.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because that's a '60s haircut.
It is a '60s haircut.
Yeah, so that's
Only
why.
if you're an 11-year-old boy. Or play for the Beatles.
Well, that is 60s.
Or you know, fucking Luke Skywalker.
It wasn't that bad, though. Also, that's
I
1977.
know, but still, it's like it's right there, man.
Yeah, you can't.
That
make
was a
fun of,
long
like,
time
fast-
ago in a galaxy far, far away. Okay.
Yeah, and notice how everyone had '70s hair. Except for Leia, actually, thinking about it. The only one that didn't have '70s hair was Leia, because she had a special haircut because she was a princess. That's it. That is the most exotic that the humans get in that movie, actually.
Well, Leia also didn't wear a bra because there's no bras in space apparently.
Well, that's also another '70s thing.
No, it was something Lucas said that was allegedly with the world building intent in mind.
Are you for real?
Well, this is what Carrie Fisher says at least, but yeah.
Nah,
She wasn't allowed to wear a
she was
bra
free
as
the nipple
Leia
type.
because
You can't convince me otherwise.
I can't say that I can.
Kind of surprised that he hit her in the head. I thought he's gonna miss. I kept thinking about the ending, and no matter the outcome, it's still not satisfying. Because there is no emotional investment, because they don't build any. The plot is driven by
Excuse you?
incredible incompetence.
No,
Yeah.
keep playing. I just fucking had an
Sorry.
outburst of like, what do you mean no emotional connection? I mean, sure, that's what happens when you don't pay attention to movies that are a bit more subtle, but like, come on, dude.
That's what happens when you pick and choose.
Right. Yo!
Oh!
Hey,
Oh,
Southpaw. Welcome to Come.
Come.
Yeah, we were having an impromptu episode of the podcast on my channel, Critics Under
Oh.
Maintenance. Because there
Oh,
hasn't
okay.
been one in weeks, and Fetty wanted to share in his suffering on a movie that we had actually enjoyed.
Wait, this is it's actually an acronym for something?
Yeah, Critics Under
That's actually-
Maintenance.
That's actually kind of based. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't realize that. I honestly, I'm going to make a confession. Burst, I had no idea you had a podcast. What? Can you send me your channel? I'll subscribe and I'll catch up on your catalog. I promise.
Hey, it's all good, man. Yeah. It's...
Honestly, it's a little awkward that I'm crashing your stream.
Oh no, we don't stream. This is recorded because East likes to say
Oh.
things, and I need to censor them sometimes.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I use gamer words. It's
Oh, okay. I guess that's totally fine.
Well, it's fine when I censor them because that way YouTube doesn't know what's being said.
Well, you know what? If you could actually censor that, because as you may have heard, I'm being called a racism apologist because I thought that a guy saying the N-word 5 years ago and not having said it since didn't have anything to apologize for, and and liking a tweet telling SK shut up N-word, not knowing that he's black. and thinking that that's not racist.
Wait, do you mean
That's-
do you
that's-
mean the Weekend Warrior one?
Yes.
SK's black?
I thought that
I'm
nigga
so-
fucked you in your ass last night.
Wait,
I
no.
never felt it.
Hey, we
was
we have a
thinking-
resident black as well. Hello, Fetty. Wave to the nice people.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's our
Holy
affirmative
hell.
action hire for the night.
No, yeah, that's the Weekend Warrior tweet. Weekend Warrior just said
Those
"shut
girls
up,
out of town.
N-word" because he thought that SK was being annoying to Mark after dark, and he didn't know that SK was black. And then Mark liked that, not knowing that SK was black, and now Mark's like, "Well, he liked a tweet calling a black man the N-word, and you're defending him." And it's like, well, there's kind of a difference between someone saying that just because you're annoying Mark about something he said 5 years ago that he clearly hasn't used since, believing that you might be white, because, I mean, a lot of people seem to assume that, it sounds like, because you don't present yourself as black. There's a difference between that and someone knowingly calling a black person the N-word. Like, I feel like there's a pretty obvious contextual difference there, but now I'm a racism apologist.
Well,
And to be fair though, like SK sounds like he's from Colorado, so there's really no way to actually.
Well,
tell if
here's
he's
the thing.
black.
One of my closest black friends is from Colorado.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
We lost Colorado?
Actually, there's a really funny story that he told me while we were in college. He hadn't experienced racism a whole lot in his life, but there was this one time when he was in class on a college campus of all fucking places, where he's just minding his own business and two people right in front of him are having a conversation, and then one of them just turns back to him and says, "Isn't that right, half-breed?" And all my buddy could do is just like stammer in shock. He's just, what? Like it's just one of those "did that just happen" kind of moments. Like I almost wish I could have been there, because that just sounds like, I mean, he was laughing when he told me the story, because like he is still in disbelief over it months later.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, I don't. So, at some point next year, I'm probably going to be streaming again. I know that I've got a thing planned to do with Mark and a few other friends. Talking about AI art.
Oh, you stole my idea. Thank you.
Well, to be fair, AI art steals all of our ideas.
I mean, is it really stealing an idea if I didn't know you had that idea in the first place?
Yes, because I want to take credit for it.
Okay, you know what? That sounds.
So you're an AI artist?
Yes.
It's kind of like assuming. Yeah, it's kind of like assuming that I knew that you were black when I, jokingly called you the N-word.
Yeah, of course you did. How could you not?
Yeah. And that's obviously, you totally sound black. You're definitely a black boy, right? So
I am.
I mean, I'm down to do streams with you guys at some point, even knowing that East likes to use the gamer word. Please don't use the gamer word when you're on my stream. Please and thank you. But yeah, I just wanted to come in, say hey. Have you seen my exchange with SK from earlier today over kill yourself jokes?
No, SK has me blocked because I have no idea why. Honestly, I must have said something.
I envy you.
It's because
Probably a combination of
it's because he
gamer
kept
wording,
writing.
calling
He
him,
kept he kept writing SK's diary. And
Oh, shit.
SK is also he has the privilege of being the one motherfucker that has been so annoying that I actually had to mute him. So I haven't seen anything he's said in months. It's been great.
Oh, you should look at my profile and see the arguments that he was making with me. Literally, TK.
Oh no!
I'm sure you guys are. Well, no. Here's the thing, right? TK has tried to be neutral regarding me and him for so long, but it's been kind of amping up because, partially because of shit that SK has been saying, claiming I'm transphobic and racist and all this other stuff. But also, so the C is a guy that I'm affiliated with, mutual friend of Sheev Talks, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he just came out with the take that Zootopia is has a really fucked racial allegory that's like kind of racist, like accidentally racist, basically, like super racist. He's going to make a critique, and I'm actually going to be a part of it. And I simply tweeted out like, "Hey, I'm seeing a lot of the cope in defense of Zootopia after the Sea posted a correct take about it. I just wanted to say, like, from one slayer of sacred cows to another, you have my sword, right?" And that's all I said, was just to express support for a friend that's going after. And when I say a sacred cow, I should probably clarify, because it seems like a lot of people want to misconstrue what I mean by that. If it's like a thing, so I don't have a thing where, oh, if you like something, I'm going to, make it my life's mission to ruin it or something. Is like, it's much more like, I don't think that anything should be off limits to criticize. That's what a sacred cow is, right? And Zootopia is something that's like very well beloved, and is even a movie that I would have reason to be biased towards, because I liked it when I first saw it, and was pretty ambivalent towards it until I saw what C said about it and just gave some thought. I'm like, well, yeah, these are valid criticisms, I think. But some people just aren't grown-ups when it comes to something that they like being criticized. And so I just think that this is kind of humorous. And so SK's friends are going insane in like strawmanning what the Sea has said about Zootopia, are throwing baby rage fits when I just like explain like that's not what he said, and here's what he said. And then I just point out that like what SK's been saying in order to be like, oh, look at how Southpaw is just needlessly hostile over disagreements and stuff, which is funny considering how he baby raged over Spider-Man on stream. I was just like, it's just so weird that this is being used against me, when it's like, if this was said about The Last Jedi or something, none of you fuckers would have cared. Like, oh, when I say like, oh, he's like, oh, you said something, you said that people should be ashamed of centering their identity on this or something, or like being attached to this. It's like, well, yeah, because if you're so attached to something that you can't talk about it in good faith, then that's kind of pathetic. And also, I think that the show's bad. You can disagree with that if you want, but like, I don't think that it's a problem to shit talk someone who is shit talking me. That just seems like standard rules of engagement.
Yeah.
On the internet, basically. But like, he seems adamant on just ignoring that and just being like just policing my reaction and being like, oh, well, you're just smug and aggressive. Is like, motherfucker, we've always been like this with plenty of things. Why is it a problem when I'm
the shoe's on the other foot now, and so now people are noticing the patterns, and it's like, I mean, you could just try to not have a bias.
My thing is just, am I wrong? Like with BTAS, it's like, well, and the thing is, I'm fine with saying, you know what, it's been a couple of years. I'm pretty sure that there's things that I said in like about BTAS that actually, aren't valid criticisms because I had a bias against it at the time. That doesn't mean that like none of my criticisms hold up though. So, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It feels like once you go after something that is not a like acceptable target, people get really, really, really offended, and they don't want to actually argue with the references. They don't want to actually like explain why I'm wrong. It's just got to be, well, you're smug. I'm like, oh, I don't care. Like I don't have a problem with smugness. I was smug with The Last Jedi and The Last of Us 2. I really don't give a shit about smugness. I give a shit if I'm wrong. Like if I'm so smug because if my smugness makes it impossible for me to see where I'm wrong, that's an actual issue. But like if I'm right, who cares that I'm smug? Like that's just responding to tone. You know what I mean? Like responding to tone isn't an argument, and I care more about like just, am I wrong? That's how it should be. I feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
So, what? The Killer is a bad movie.
Have you
The Killer is not a bad movie.
have you seen The Killer?
I have not seen The Killer yet.
Have you seen John Woo's The Killer?
East,
No,
don't
I've
confuse
not.
him.
Okay.
So it's what was his name? David Fincher.
Yes.
It's his latest movie, and it's got his style. You know, a lot of really
I like Fincher a lot.
yeah, it really kind of dark and mature sort of tone and style. Very
I mean,
very subtle acting. It's pretty solid.
I mean, Zodiac and Seven are two of my favorite
Almost
movies.
Snyder, but
so-
not quite color grading.
Zodiac and Seven are two of my favorite movies. So I definitely have to check it out. And I heard it's like one of those movies where it's like, oh, the protagonist is actually like kind of a loser or something like that. Like, oh, he's like, the idea is he's what?
I wouldn't call him a loser. He does he does very frequently and in many cases intentionally fuck up, but that's
Okay.
That's not because
Yeah,
he's
fuck
a
up.
loser. It's because he's letting his emotions get in the way of being a professional, which he keeps
Okay.
reminding himself to not do over and over and over. But then, as he's saying that in his own head, he's doing the thing he's telling himself not to do. So it's
Right.
it's about
It's,
a loss of composure.
It's a cinematic representation of what it's like to have hyperfixations.
I saw Silent Night the other night, and it's kind of funny because it's like that's a movie about like a grieving dad going on like a revenge vigilante spree, and it's just a regular dude. Like he's not John Wick or anything. So this is a regular dude who like trains for like 9 months, but like it's so funny because there's like 45 minutes of him training and just building up. There's just like no action whatsoever, and there's also no dialogue because that's the gimmick of this movie is that there's like basically no spoken dialogue in this movie.
Oh.
And the main actor is Joel Kinnaman. And then there's finally a fight scene between him and one dude, and he gets stabbed twice in this fight scene because he's just a regular dude. You know, sure he's been training, but he's not like a professional. And I kind of like that. I kind of liked how it's just yeah, sure. There's a lot of buildup, and he's not like this incredible deadly killing machine, but it's kind of cool to show this off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds pretty neat. I'll have to Silent Night, right?
Silent Night. It's actually in theaters right now.
It's a John Woo movie.
Oh, okay.
Fetty, so you sent me. Yeah, it is a John Woo movie. Fetty, this screenshot. Oh, this is the Spider Society chase, isn't it?
I believe so, if my memory is correct.
100 star people. So why
No,
did
I've had
he-
like 20 fucking arguments with SK over that shit.
yeah. So why did he quote tweet you all of a sudden? Like
Because he
You're asking why
let's see.
SK quote
I
tweeted someone.
don't remember that because this was a while ago. But he had said something way earlier in a different conversation, and then SK decided to bring him into this one for some reason, and so the one on the
Right.
bottom is me.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
That's my old account.
with the journal.
I literally like I am at the point because he's just like constantly screaming at me. I just subscribed to you. Bert's.
Oh, thank you. Wait, that means I made my 45 sub before Christmas goal. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sweet. Hold on. I'm sorry.
pathetic.
One of your
Southpaw saves lives.
I just saw that one of your most recent videos is Baldur's Gate. I have to watch that because I've been doing this thing recently of putting like seethe, cope, or mauled in the title of like various things. So like Zootopia. That's basically what's going on with C's Zootopia take.
It's a low effort sort of like a clip show. You know, it's just a couple clips that I gathered when I was playing Baldur's Gate. It's just it's the kind of low effort stuff that I push out while I'm working on like the bigger projects, like episodes or you know, like Witcher episodes or
this.
whatever.
Masterpiece.
That's totally okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally, I am at the point where people are getting so fucking upset over anything I say. I'm like, you know what? Given how toxic you act and how like quickly you jump to just baby rage, I'm glad that I pissed you off. I'm actually really happy that you're fucking irritated and you're like seething with like tears coming out of your eyes and just like rage typing into your. I'm glad that I am occupying your day. I'm glad that I'm legitimately ruining your day and making you so much more fucking miserable by simply sharing what I think about various movies and shit. I'm so glad.
That's
Because
awesome.
like you're being so obnoxious to me. You're being so obnoxious to me, even as I'm like being totally good faith with you. At this point, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm glad that you're actually less happy because of me. I think that's actually really funny. I'm not going away. Like you have to realize, SK, you're not gonna scare me away from the internet. If I piss you off this much, I'm now going to make it my life's mission to just live rent free in your head for the rest of my fucking life. Like you are going to carry with you these mental scars of Southpaw making fun of your bullshit cope defenses of Spider-Man 1, and you're just going to be seething about that for the rest of your fucking life.
Scarpaw. Mental Scarpaw.
Yeah. Yeah, mental Scarpaw. Trauma paw or whatever. No, like C was just talking about the other day, was like he's just like, yeah, you know, I'm actually kind of happy that I make people like really annoyed. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm there too. I really think I'm there too. I think that when people get this fucking angry over just again, these are just movies, right? I don't know what your coverage of this video is like. But I'm certain I'm going to watch The Killer and I will watch it.
Yeah, our coverage of this video has been pretty negative so far. There's a point where he says that a character doesn't try anything clever, and then like 2 sentences later, he literally shows the clip of that exact character reaching out. It's like asking, "Can I get a hand standing back up?" and then having a knife in her other hand. It's like, bro. You showed this, you selected that clip, and then you just said, nah.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right, where it's like, I'm... Just because you're defending a movie, it doesn't mean that you're coping, okay? If someone, like, people can make bad arguments, and you can point out why these arguments are bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But...
Like, we've even pointed out some criticisms of the movie ourselves, because, like, it's solid,
Yeah.
but there is, like, one pretty glaring flaw.
No, there's always going to be things to criticize. There's things to criticize about the Batman, about Into the Spider-Verse, about Terriers. You know? It's like, I like all 3 of these things, but there's flaws in these things, and that's fine to point out. I'm not fine with bullshit bad faith arguments against any of these things, against anything really, and I don't want to make like inaccurate or bad faith criticisms against like BTAS, but like I'm also a person that can admit to making mistakes there. Be like, yeah, you know what, that's fair. I'll concede that. That's fine. They want to act like, oh, I disproved one of your criticisms. Like, okay, good for you.
Yeah, that's
like,
good. We're keeping the conversation going. This is the point of speech.
It's like I thought that we were here to talk about movies and shit. Like, what's with this weird focus on like interpersonal drama?
That's just the internet for you, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's people that don't know how to have like conversations like adults. But I didn't know that you guys were actually doing like a podcast thing. I was wondering if you were, I don't know, just casually watching a video or a movie or something. Did not mean to crash your podcast.
Oh,
but,
no. This
hello.
This is a very interesting conversation, and I reached my before Christmas goal because of it. So thank you.
Oh, no problem.
And you're welcome to stay for the next 29 seconds of the video. Who knows?
You know
Maybe
what?
he'll say
Why don't-
something that befits his channel name. East, would you like to say what this man's channel name is?
What is this
Yes,
channel
I
name?
would like to say the name of this gentleman's channel. This gentleman's channel is called That's Retarded.
That's actually a pretty cool channel name. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, there's been a couple edits in here that's like, okay, that's actually funny, and he does bring up he does accurately describe some things, and according to Fetty, he does have some good videos here. It's just this ain't one of them.
Yeah, the thing is though, most of his videos are covering like Ahsoka and Disney Star Wars shit, so it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's not a high bar.
Yeah, I respect him for not being a conventional video essayist with the whole trying to sound all like, symbolism and themes, that's all that matters. I am not going to talk about anything else.
Hmm.
This is why X fails, this is why Y fails. I really not
Yeah.
big a fan. I'm not a big fan of that shit.
He's at least trying here. It's just unfortunately he's trying too hard. Like I said, he very deliberately
Oh.
ignored that one clip about the being clever and all that, and it's very obvious that he
so-
wasn't paying very close attention to the movie.
It's obnoxious when people do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on here.
All right, Fetty, do the thing, because we didn't set up a watch together because this was very impromptu.
And by the thing he means the pause thing, not the other thing.
Possibly.
And the retarded rule, and the rest is filled with uncreative, bland scenes with no space for acting. So, as always with my videos,
Uncreative
it's
and
either
bland.
this movie is
I don't know.
Can you calm down, Tristan?
I thought watching an assassin try and be an assassin and then like having to wrestle with, not only timing but the mentality of it. I thought that was pretty interesting. Maybe that's just me though.
Yeah.
No, you don't get it. It's bland because it's not colored brightly.
Yeah,
that's what he means.
oh, it's also bland because there's not a whole lot of dialogue. There's long silences where you have to actually, watch.
Oh
what's
my
happening on
god, who
screen.
wants to sit and watch a movie that's nothing but silence and there's no talking? Do you guys know anybody who likes to watch movies where there's no talking in it?
Yeah.
I
can
don't
you
know
imagine
anyone like that.
I would never do that.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't.
fuck silent films, fuck Samurai Jack.
I certainly
know?
don't have an entire bookshelf full of movies from the 20s.
I didn't recommend a movie that's in theaters right now just 10 minutes ago.
That is also true.
Yeah, you were coping and seething at how bad that movie was.
Just like how I was, coping and seething that EFAP didn't like terriers. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's actually called Seethant Night.
Seethant Night, yeah, exactly.
Seethant.
Seethant Night.
You're gonna
Cope.
be the death of me one day.
I was earlier.
You are a continuous source of death. I have the power to respawn. It's a whole thing.
Infinite death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember why I lost. Oh, wait, no, I do.
Because
Don't
it was
repeat
because I was adding milk to coffee. Which is a sin in some places.
Oh, Jesus! Don't remind. Oh.
Oh, he's dying again.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's.
Oh my God! Please.
We have 20 seconds.
Before I die, please. No.
and the rest is
Shut up!
Fucking dying and watch the fucking video.
The plot is driven by incredible incompetence and the retarded rule, and the rest is filled with uncreative, bland scenes with no space for acting. So, as always with my videos, it's either this movie is retarded or there's a good chance that I am retarded. But I need to be explained.
There's a
how
very
is this
good
movie.
chance.
I don't get it. This is at best 5 out of 10. Average, I guess, functional movie that you're gonna forget. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
I
Don't kill
really
yourself. I'm
still
still working on
that
it.
editing. That was so many quick cuts.
Yes.
Genuinely, that actually was kind of nauseating. literally, I don't know anything about this movie or the quality of the rest of this guy's arguments, based like beyond anything besides hearsay. But like that was, I can't imagine. Was the whole video like that? Was it
Yeah.
all edited? Oh my god,
Dude, it was
was
especially
like-
bad when he transitioned from one scene to another by spinning what was on screen, and that really fucked me up because I was
To be
still
fair-
busy from that joke that East made that nearly killed me. Like
It's like-
I actually got nauseous.
This video, it's like a Movie Bob video if Movie Bob did a stupid voice.
been better if like
So it's
he
no
just
different
used-
from a movie Bob video.
Right.
If
Yes.
Movie Bob's voice,
It
know,
would-
matched up with his intelligence.
It would have been better if he had just used like the trailer of the movie as like B-roll to talk over. Jesus. Awful.
Yeah,
Awful video.
yeah, it was.
Well, you guys heard it here first. Southpaw disapproves.
Yeah. I already disapprove. I've only watched 29 seconds of the video. I got to get back to a friend's server. I dipped out of there to quickly like come in and say hey.
All right.
I have said hey. We'll I'm gonna keep in touch with you guys. Don't worry.
Hell yeah!
All right. See ya.
All
Bye.
right, you have a good night.
Bye.
And-
Okay, so are we going to cut out that 20 minutes or no?
So Trisket, are we editing out certain jokes